Hey guys, in this video we're making a double layered sliding knot bracelet. It's got a single barrel knot here to adjust the bracelet, and it's a really simple design with 2 loops around your wrist. You can place beads or whatever you want onto your twine, so it sort of has a design on each layer, or you can leave it with no beads at all. For this design we need about 70 centimeters of 2mm satin nylon cord. So we measure that out and cut and singe ends so it doesn't fray. If you're using beads, then you need some beads with holes that are bigger than your thread. In my case, my beads have 2mm holes to fit over my 2mm thread. So first up, we're going to place our beads on. You might find it's helpful to cut an angle on the end of your thread as well, just so they're easier to thread. So I've got an alphabet bead for each layer, and I'm also placing just a silver feature bead on each side of the initial bead. So it's 3 beads on each layer, but you can do as many as you like or none at all. Once you've got your beaded design on, then we can lay our cord down on a table. So I like to bring the cord around and make sort of an approximate bracelet size, and we're doing 2 loops around. It doesn't really matter where the beads are as long as they're sitting in the circle part. Now you'll notice that this cord underneath that comes across to the left is shorter, and we've got a little bit more length on this top cord that comes across to the right hand side. So we gently pick it up, only holding those 2 ends, sort of holding it in that same position. So we've got this longer length on the top, and we're going to bring it down the back and around our finger and that other cord to form a loop around our finger. And again to the left, down the back and around our finger for a second loop, and again for a third loop as well. Once you've got your 3 loops here, we gently bring them off our finger, holding on to them, gently bringing this tail end piece around and placing it down all 3 loops. Pulling it out to right hand side and pulling that knot down nice and tight and tidy. So you can check that your adjustable knot is sliding okay. Then all that's left is to size the bracelet and put your stopper knots on. So I find the best way is just to place your bracelet on and get it into the position that it sits best when it's done up. You don't want it too tight, so just making sure there's a little bit of space there. Then the cord that slides into our knot, we just come along about 2 to 3 inches and tie a little stopper knot there. Taking the bracelet off. Then we want to tie another simple overhand knot on the other cord, pulling it down nice and evenly with that first knot. Once you're happy with it, then you can cut these little tails off just outside the knots and singe the ends with a lighter so they don't fray. So there's your simple double layered adjustable bracelet.